One shot, let's begin. Boys Like by Yamagata Satomi. Translated and uploaded by Presence Deer and Amaro. Alright, it is June. It is Pride Month, which means you celebrate the LGBT plus community. And today we're celebrating the G. So with all that being said, let's LGB in, everybody. Boys Like. Alright. Let's zoom in a bit. Uh-oh. We're not ready. Satomi Yamagata. Haneauto Comics highly praised books now for sale. Fake Fur Motion Circuit. Just a little more love. I really like these moments. Boys like. Girls really like holidays. Birthdays, Christmas, and Valentine's Day, of course. But more and more girls are marking the day we did it in their day planners every month. For high school couples, the first anniversary is a must. On next day, every month, it's the anniversary of the first time we had sex. Did you know that? Yeah, that's okay. Isn't it? Isn't it? It's fun, right? No, it's not. Why should I remember something like that? I'll be worn out all the time. It's crazy to be told. It's crazy to be told, let's have sex on a fixed day every month. Really? I think I could do it. But the girl would have to be really cute. And why does she have to annoy me with every little detail? Stuff like hairdos and accessories. If I don't notice it's new, she gets mad. And the next time I see her, I've got to do whatever she wants. Do you actually like her? If she's really so annoying, that's not good. I really like the feeling of having someone special. But if you can tell an insider from an outsider by how close you feel, she's definitely an outsider. Why don't you break up already? Hey! Huh? What? Hey, that earring. I've been wanting it for a long time. You got it. I didn't even notice. Oh? They're so expensive. But diamonds are cool, huh? Yeah, yeah. We could buy them if we saved our money. One earring for each person. No. While you were preoccupied with your girlfriend, I was working and bought it. Did you buy Yoshida bag too? By the way, your hamburger's on me. He paid my share. I didn't even notice. Hey, give me that earring. I'll pay for it. Hell no. The diamond represents my sweat and tears. I'll probably get bored if I went. I'd probably get bored if I went to school every day. A ride every day is not enough. Not enough. What can we do about it now? When we were in junior high, we looked like idiots playing together. I got you to buy a matching bicycle, and during a long vacation, we took trips on them. I thought if I had a girlfriend, it would be like that with her, but hey, you started using the past tense. In the days ahead, there's time for an outsider to become an insider. That said, here's a present from an insider. Huh? Isn't it your birthday next week? That guy really likes to surprise me with the carrot and stick. Holidays are easy when it's just us. Boys like, you know? Nice, nice, nice. Good stuff, good stuff. Mm, so, let me think. I really like this manga. I really do. Mm, so, that's part of a Pokeball, by the way. Yesterday, I read a manga, and I'm trying to even remember what it was about. I know it was a Yuri manga, but I know I didn't have much to say about it because that's just the way these stories roll. Sometimes, like, oh, it was cute, and I'm sure there was some sort. I'm actually gonna check it now. That's kind of bothering me by how much I actually forgot about it. Because I should at least remember one day in the past when it was. Fly. Every rose had this storm. Oh man. Oh yeah, it was the one where she broke it off really quick. Dang. Okay. Yeah, I forgot. So that one, fair. Not much to say. It's a painful reality sometimes here, and painful realities are part of life. Now, this one, man, I I like this one a lot because the man isn't like saying I'm gay, I love you, let's get married, you're hot, you're sexy, things like that. It's a lot more subtle. It's like, hey, I can't connect with this person here. It's so picky. If I don't do this, she annoys me. This, that, or the other. She likes the idea of being in a relationship, but doesn't like her specifically. And then he goes, he's like, "Oh, you notice this here," and you see this to represent the obviously like feelings they have. Okay, it's romantic. Um, and then this one was a little weird. Hey, give me out paper. Hell no. This represents my blood, sweat, and tears. And then this random conversation. That's the only part I feel a little jarring. But I like the idea where he says, "Hey, I thought if I had a girlfriend, it would be like that with her, but because it's like, hey, I love you. You're my best friend. Maybe I don't realize it, or at least I love the times that we had, but I wanted that with someone else, and I just couldn't have that." And it's one of those realizations that, oh, maybe, and this is, how do I put this? It's very much realizing that maybe the norm, or even norms are strong, or being heterosexual, being extremely common, maybe it just isn't for him, or maybe he's pansexual and he's attracted to people rather than, genitalia or whatever have you be. But I really like this story, and the idea that it's not like, hey, I'm gay for you, let's go and do this, I'm going to break up with my girlfriend. It's like, no, I spend so much time for you. It's hard for me to see that I don't get what I get out of other people from my girlfriend. I don't even know if I'm into her, this, that, or the other. And then him saying, I really like this. Holidays are just easy when it's us, right? That feeling of completeness. Mm. And to be fair, it's super, it's super weird to just, like, we had the sex on the first of the month. So we're going to have sex on the first of the month every time. But scheduled sex, I think it's fine. You just gotta participate, right? Be enthusiastic and all that. So I think that's fine, but this is a very, no, still is right, but it's very nice to see him kind of love his buddy and not be so overtly like, hey, take off your clothes so we can do it. And this guy's just such a joy, and I could even see it like with him, like not even recognizing like, oh, hey, I'm rizzing you up, but I could see it more as in, oh, I'm being a considerate friend. And he's like, wow, I wish I had that consideration, or this person's considerate to him. And he's giving him good advice, right? And I think this is fun. Like, hey, do you actually like her? Why don't you break up? I got the earring here. I worked for it. Like, for this, I could easily see, this could easily be interpreted as, okay, he's into him, he's doing all these things. Or it could be that it's his homie. It's his best buddy that he could go for. And I like the fact you could go in either direction with this. In fact, you could go into a lot of different directions with this. Like, this is pretty blatant. I thought if I had a girlfriend, it would be like that with her, but, she's going through that. But if you really wanted to make this be like a really close friendship with just some very heavy gay undertones, you could. I could buy them just being friends. He's just being nice, give him the earring. If you wanted to make this a straight up, hey, slow burn or a fast burn, you could do that as well. If you wanted to have this guy be into him, not into him, or maybe he just gets girl, you could do that as well. I really like the setup for the story. I'm invested. I want to see more. I enjoy the mystery. I like both of them and their character designs too. It's really nice when they have the good colors. And I think this just captures the emotion I'm feeling well when it comes to this. And I think maybe it's a little bit too much. Hmm, I want to say almost relatability to an extent. Or like I want a partner where it's just that easy with some people, but it's not always that easy with some people. And even the people it's easy with, that doesn't mean you're necessarily romantically attracted to them. You know? So, yeah, I like this. I think it represents the complexity of emotion and the complexity of attractions. Because, let me see, I might be projecting a bit too much on this too. Where is it here? She has to be really cute. Why does she know with every little detail? Like says here, I've got to do whatever she wants. Because he also notices immediately. And he really likes the feeling, but the inside and the outsider, where it's like, he doesn't quite trust her. And that can be hard to open up to anybody. If he can't open up to his partner, then I don't think it's really leading anywhere. But I will admit, I feel like in past relationships, I can try to open up, but I find it hard to as well. And to like trust this person, and opening up in general could be rather difficult with people. So maybe it's just a matter of me projecting this. Maybe I'm gonna realize I'm gay or like pansexual or something, or I don't know. We'll see, right? But I think the feeling of needing to that attraction, the trust, maybe it's gonna be the whole. Yeah, I don't know. I find this a little too relatable. Wanting somebody special, wanting to do things for them. I like the fact this guy's being nice. He could just be a good friend. I like doing nice things for my friends. Yeah. Now it's starting to become an insider. Yeah. That guy really surprised me with the carrot and stick. And this is one where I'm a little bit more silent because I'm thinking of a lot of things. Well, where, yeah, I think that's all it is. I'm just finding it a little bit relatable. That sense of yearning, right? Wanting it to be as easy as with other people, and that sense of connection that you have, and it's just life, right? And I will say that you can have an easy like connection with people, but it just might not work romantically, right? I'm friends with a lot of people where I would call it that it's easy, but I wouldn't say that it's meant to be romantic. I'd also say that like just sometimes I make social interactions overly complex, right? Just like overanalyze and overthink rather than naturally responding to the conversation. And that's been an inhibitory process to my social development as I'm trying to get better and better. Is that I am trying to, yeah, I guess I'm just trying to be better. And then part of this is making me reflect on that journey and why is it so difficult for me to connect with people sometimes. Yeah, I don't know. Probably just need practice. Maybe I'll consult an AI therapist. I know that's the latest trend. Maybe it works, right? Maybe it doesn't. But I like this series. I think it's a little bit more. For some reason, this brought up a lot of interesting things about how I feel about people, and yeah, I dig it. So thank you everybody for watching, for listening. Happy Pride Month, and with all that being said, like, comment, subscribe, and thank you for being born, y'all. Peace.